Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI S. Off screen I did do a few things, mostly just ran around cobblestone and collected some items. From this point forward I will probably be doing that type of collection stuff off screen just because it is boring as all fuck. But I will mention certain items of interest that you may want to go collect. And where to find them. Let's see here, can I pull up the map again? I know there's a way of doing it. There it is. Alright, so there aren't very many things of interest to grab at this point in time. But we can get two things specifically that we want to get. Besides a few, like 6 gold. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it. So in the center of the screen, just to the right of that purple little dot, or pinkish purple dot, there is a ladder that you can climb that leads you into a cave. In the back of that cave, there are 6 pots, 3 barrels, 3 pots that you can pick up and smash on the ground. One of them contains a seed of agility. The next place is actually up near a house, which I'll go over there to point out. This contains 50 gold pieces, which you kind of want. So up here, you can actually jump and climb steps. But in this chest is 50 gold, as well as a flurry feather right about here-ish. We will be needing that later. Other than that, there is, let's see here, how much is that? $21 pieces of gold just scattered throughout the town. They're going to be in pots behind the church, behind the item shop, and in the same area where you got the Seed of Agility. 6 gold in the house next to the waterfall over there. Is that the one directly where Lucian's head is. As well as a few medicinal herbs. So make sure to collect those just to be safe. There's also an additional herb inside the church and behind that house down there. So, pretty good stuff to collect just for early on stuff. And that's it. Hey Sandy, how you doing, girl?
Oh, here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tower, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tower. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Lumminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
So yeah, putting this into context, it's like you go out, you get your first car, and then all of a sudden your mom tells you you're Jesus. It's kind of weird. Alright, so there are 4 things in here we want to grab. I didn't get any of them because, cutscenes, so let's grab those right quick. Excuse me. There is some money. Actually, I think one might be outside. Frick. 10 gold. Yep, it's outside. Okay, I'll grab that later. And then there is medicinal herbs. And some plain clothes. Stuff we can sell later, Whenever I travel now, I'd like to go for a little walk. The night air always does me a power of good. Excuse me. She's not wrong. Whenever I have issues, I always go outside and just... The nice, cold night air always calms me down whenever I'm having issues thinking about something. And boop. 10 more gold. Alright, and that is everything in Cobblestone that I need to collect. Boop.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the Luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the Luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the Luminary turned into a star, and he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the Luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Jeez, Gemma, it's not like I'm dying. I'm just going to a castle like, hey, necklace, Luminary, the fuck.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Alright, sure. I actually don't look half bad. I don't mind the outfit. Alright, let's see here. Equipment. Checking to see if there's anything new with the outfits. Nope, still just Trodian. That's the only thing I do wish about the layered system, is that they included a baseline outfit as well. But, oh well. Okay. For those new to the Dragon Quest game, or Dragon Quest 11, there are side quests that we can undertake. I don't remember them being in 11 apart from unmarked side quests, but in this game we actually have them marked, and they're handy-dandy notified with quest right above their heads. You can also see them if you pull up your map. How do I square? They are purple on your mini-map. So you go to them, talk to them, and they'll ask you to do something, and you'll get stuff. Ask. He got this flurry feather that he loves, and well, fool that I am, I managed to get that blown away. So basically, he wants the flurry feather. So you get this, you get the quest title, basic description, and the reward you're going to get. And they'll sometimes even give you hints on where to go to get the item, or to turn in the item, or whatever you need to complete the quest. I love that. Success. This quest has been transgressed with finesse. I love the literacy there. Alright. Check out the shop, see what they have for sale. Probably not going to buy anything. I'm actually going to save up money for another area. Another shop. Good amount of money, though. I need a decent amount of money. Oh. No. Sell. Keeping those. I don't think I need slime drops for anything. But I'm going to keep them just to be safe. Alright, I have one of these. I'm going to sell one. Alright, that's good. There's another shop we're going to be coming up to that will have better gear, so don't really worry about that too much. Precious pendant. Alright. Oop, I want to go up here. Hey! What's the matter, girl? Someone there? I'm sorry, I don't want to speak with anyone right now. Could you come back in a bit? You see, this is the problem with being a silent pro-attack. You can't just go, hey, Gemma, it's me. Hey, Mom. Yes. Also, before we go on, there is going to be a cutscene coming up that I'm going to skip because of copyright music and whatnot. It's just the opening cutscene of the game. I'm also not going to show it because of potential spoilers for the future of the game. I don't like showing those type of cutscenes whenever there's a potential for spoilers.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the Luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. And we're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds out this is the village where the Luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Just you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way. And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way. You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Wait! Here, take this with you. I made it for you. It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you? I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Is there no cutscene? Weird. I may include it, we'll see. If there is one that pops up. But, before we forget... Oop, this charm actually is pretty useful. As you can see, it gives a 30% protection from being beguiled and cursed. As well as a just +1 to defense, which is useful. Only the main character can equip it. And if you talk to Gemma in the future of the game, while having this equipped, you get a special little dialogue option. I've actually, when I first played the game, I went the entire game with this as a permanent fixture to My Hero's accessory set. There's no real purpose to doing that. I just decided to do it because, you know, why not? But yeah, you'll also never really see me use the horse. We can use this to summon the horse though. I don't like riding the horse because there's no real purpose to it. Oh, the cutscene's later. That's right. I just remembered. Alright. Where is... There's something in here I want to grab. Excuse me. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to hit the mic. There it is. Chimera wings allow you to teleport to any previously visited location or campsite. Fight! So now is where the game starts actually, you know, getting a little bit of bite to it. Before I forget, I mentioned this last time. Ah, yeah, this. Okay. There are two forms of the game. Battles. Free-form fighting, which allows you to control the character around the battlefield, and attack enemies in whatever position you want to be in. There is literally no point to it other than pictures. Like, there's no advantage for being, you know, behind the enemy to attack them. The enemies don't move. They always stay in the same spot where they spawn, unless you knock them back. So there's no point to it. Completely pointless. As for mounts, we'll talk about that real quickly. If you do decide to ride a horse, you can actually run over enemies. It's a good way of instantly killing enemies. You don't really gain much for doing it, though. Hey, Stark Raven. I think he's mad. There we are. How much should I level up? Attributes, there we go. 2 points, cool. Keep running. There are different spawn rates, by the way, as well, of enemies. Some enemies only appear during the day, others at night, and some both. So we have to keep an eye out for those. There we are. Level 4! I think it's level 5 when I start getting skill points. Yeah, I don't have any skill points yet. Hello, Draki. I'm actually going to end the set very shortly. Pretty much once we get to Heliodor. Just because I want some time to level grind in between sets. But I will do some stuff over at Heliodor before I do that. There we are. Jeebus. That's a cliff. Funniest thing. Pickles. Oh, that's actually a cucumber. Don't worry, we'll pickle them. Ooh. Hell with you. There should be... Not you. Crap. Oh wow, I'm one-hitting them. Nice. As a fun little side note, enemies will actually run from you if you're high enough level. Some enemies will. Like these low level enemies, they will run from me if I'm too strong, which is absolutely hilarious. Alright, give me this. Alright, stuff of interest out here. Point this out quickly. Let's see here. There's a place we can get some copper ore. A single file, which we'll grab. Small scale, strong medicine, toad oil we want to get. I'll point that out. And nothing else really major. There's an 80 piece of gold we can get though. Oh, actually, these guys. Now I don't know if if they'll spawn here, but there is a. Actually, no, it won't spawn here yet. The bunny corn though. The bunny corn has a chance of dropping an item called a cottontail. If you can get that early on, your dodge rate just becomes obscene. But it's a rare drop. So it all comes down to luck on that. I'm actually low on health right now. Oh, hold on a second. Hey.
Oh, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in. See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith. That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church. Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself? You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be prepared. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Honestly, it's not a bad idea, because build a house like this next to a statue like this, because you know you're safe. Alright, so basic rundown. You can set up camp here, you'll settle on for the night. You can rest, choose where you want to wake up, what time you want to wake up at. And as you saw during the cutscene a bit, I'll pop it up again. Over there is a merchant. He will appear. This merchant will appear at any campsite you go to, and he will sell things to you. It's always based off of the location you're at, but his wares will get better over time. Alright, and that's basically it. Later on, we will gain access to other features while we're at camp, though. Small scale, some gold. Some more gold. And this well. Some wells we can climb down. Not all of them, though. Back here, strong medicine. We actually can spend time grinding those if we really want to. I don't wanna, because there's no real point to it. So Let's see here. We want to go down to the river down here real quick. And break, or pick up, or break something here. There it is. Toad oil actually is kind of a rare item to find. I think that's like the only location you'll just find toad oil. Everywhere else will be drops. I do remember we need it for something in the future. I don't remember what, but I do remember we do need it. So we'll worry about that when we get to that point. Hello, Pickle Rick. Ooh, 2 points. Wow. So strong, so deadly. Come on. 7 hits. Nice. Ow. Rude. Oh, parry. Impressive. Alright, over here. Bing. Copper. Flintstone, and more copper. You always get 3 things from deposits like that. Alright, there's one last thing we want to grab right quick. Before we head up over to Heliodor. That's alright. I love the music of this game. As a quick heads up for those new to the game, I know I've been doing that a lot. I'll try my best not to do that as often going forward. Sorry. But, there is no missable objects in this game, really. You can find everything. Well, not entirely true. There is some, now that I'm thinking about it. But for the most part, you don't have to worry about it too much. They're all really easy to find, and you don't really... It's kind of hard to miss some things, so long as you explore. Alright, we're good. Before I level up. 31, lovely. My advice, spend time out here grinding. Try to get to like level 7-ish, maybe. If you want to get to level 10, that's the preferred level, I guess. But that's like, I kind of want to be ready for stuff coming up. So level 10 is kind of the top benchmark you want to get to if you want to just be over prepared. About 7 is where you want to be. Ooh, a hardy hide. Thank you. And you'll get most of those levels by running around up here. A lot of the stronger enemies are up near Heliodor. Right, doing pretty good. This tree. Not this tree. This tree. These thin trees with the apples will always drop stuff if you bash them. There's also up over here. Down this little offshoot. Excuse me, coming through. These plants. Which will give you nice stuff. That's all you really need to worry about collecting, really. Alright, time to arrive in Heliodor. We're a country kid going to the big city. Alrighty then. 2 side quests, that's right. So there are only a handful of really interesting things we want to grab. I'll show them and then we'll end the set. Alright, first things first, talk to this kid. Little Amelia here has lost her cat, so we're gonna go grab her. She'll give us kitty litter, which is another one of those items that you can only get in one location, really. Other than that, it's like a rare drop from other enemies. So it's good to get. Oop, excuse me. Come, move, you brat. There we go. Alright, up here. And then worthwhile. Ooh. Mini medal. Alright, so those new to Dragon Quest, mini medals are a coin you can find throughout the world. There are usually about like around a couple 100 to like 150 or so. I don't remember how many. Collecting them and giving them to a certain individual we'll meet later on will give us prizes. So it's always good to collect them. I believe this is the only game of Dragon Quest that there's actually an enemy you can grind mini medals off of if you do miss them out in the world. You can also check how many you have in your menu here. Meow. You're the kitty. Meow. Alright. Here you go, Amelia. Yay. Quest complete. Smack. I like the image that Lucy just has a stamp, and when he finishes the quest, she just stamps their face. Alright. This is where I wanted to save my money for. Alright, let me double check to make sure there's none in chests. Because that sometimes does happen. There are some enemies out in the field back there, I believe, that will drop some of this gear. But, yeah, fuck it. Alright. So. Builds. This is important. Excuse me. Canonically speaking, your character is a sword and shield user. Classical fighter archetype. But there are weapons that are unique that sort of, you know, make you want to do other things. Your main character can dual wield longswords. Later on, he'll gain the ability in the skill tree. He can do a sword and shield. He can do a single sword, or he can do the double great-handed sword. Comes down to preference. The two-handed swords allows you to attack twice. More if you actually do certain builds. I'll teach you how to do that. The sword and shield is for defensive. Every so often, your character will pull up a shield and just negate damage. A lot of shields do have a lot of nice passive effects, such as decreasing elemental damage and status elements, stuff like that. So that's a good thing to have. Big swords, great swords, are pretty much raw damage, but there are some really good ones out there. The strongest weapon in the game for the main character actually is a two-handed sword. So, preference. I'm going to be sticking with a sword and shield for a little bit, for now. And each weapon has a unique overworld sprite, which I love. I love it when games do that. Not a lot of games do that anymore. Alright, let's actually give me a proper freaking shield, too. And a hat. Alright. I'll do selling stuff later on. If you do have a unique item, such as the cobblestone sword, and you try to sell it, or if you have unique gear, that is, like, you can only get it at one location, and you try to sell it, the game will tell you, hey, kind of a rare item, are you sure you want to sell this? You probably won't find it anywhere else. Are you sure? So, don't worry too much about accidentally selling stuff. The game will go like, are you sure? Alright, so let's go through the stuff that are unique. Actually, let's do this real quickly. This quest. Whoop. He'll give us a Dracilian shilling. The Dracilian coins are unique items, or not unique items anyway. They are items you can find throughout the world. There is the shilling and the sovereign. I think there's one more as well. I can't remember what it's called. But they serve no purpose apart from giving you more money. So sell them at your leisure. He wants us to find a book about some dude. I believe it's this book. Yep. Over here. It is... There's nothing here I really need to worry about. Okay. There are a lot of items in this town. A lot of seeds, too. I think there actually is a seed down here we want to grab. Technically, we're not supposed to be able to go back here. See your strength. Yeah, Flintstone can actually go through. No. Yeah, we get yelled at. Okay. So that's that. We got that seed. Just running through the items. Okay. Up over here. We want to go up this ladder. And up this. Oop. And through here. Yee. Later on, it'll become prudent to actually check all the bookshelves. For now, eh. What I want is that and this. Gold bracer. Increases defense and charm. Depending on the character you have, as one character in specific, I'm thinking of. The higher the charm, the more you can distract your enemy by your wilds. You know, like, oh man, that guy's hot. It's literally the oh no, he's hot Squidward meme. It's great. I've had enemies just I played the game where like half the battle is the enemy just looking at the character going, but they're hot. I don't wanna. It's great. Moonward bulb. That's pretty useful. 37 gold. Alright, so I got that. Okay. There's still some things of uniqueness that we want to grab. But first, let's turn in this thing and get the shilling. Here you go, buddy. Drasil, by the way, or the Dracilian Empire, since the shilling is a type of coin for currency, is a kingdom that a couple years ago was destroyed overnight. Lore, backstory. So anything from the kingdom of Drasil is like a artifact that you can get. Like, oh man, look at that thing! It's so cool, it's so rare. See the sorcery. So it's good to get those. I believe there's more than... I think it's a silver piece too. We have the copper, which is the shilling. There's a silver, and then there's the golden sovereign. I can't remember what the silver one's called though. Alright, let's go into here. Get this. And that is pretty much it in terms of all the unique stuff I want to point out. Actually, there's one thing. One thing that is very important that I can't believe I almost forgot. We need to get this as soon as possible. The game depends on it. It is in this house, I believe. Yes, in here. There we go. Now we're good. Alright, so that's it for this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time when we will continue from here. Off screen, I am going to level grind. Like I said, I'm going to try to get to level 7 at the earliest, or at the least. And if I have time, because I'm going to be dicking around, I'm going to go try to get to level 10. If I get to level 10, I can do some fun shit. But till then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week where we'll continue from here. Bye-bye!